Certainly on my way down here, I felt increasingly sad at the loss of a dear friend and a great man, Joe Strummer, because I knew that he wouldn't be here.
Joe is a man of the heart and of the soul and of poetry, and he was opposed to any injustice, and that's basically what he was.
Going to festivals, it's one of my favourite things to do. And I'm always thinking, this is not meaningless.
He's part and parcel of what people love the most about Glastonbury. In some ways, I think he embodied that.
Operator. 1971, I'm in that field behind us, and I gave up eating meat watching Arthur Brown's Fire. I bring you fire. Anyway, somehow he convinced us to start eating meat, and like a fool, I believed him, and I have not eaten any meat ever since then, and that's 31 years without a bacon butty.
Joe had a setup back here called Strummerville, which was like this camp where he could kind of, I guess, reason with the new talent. Because Joe really wasn't stuck back in '77. He was always actively looking for ways forward.
Joe did embody something essential about Glastonbury. You know, even if you didn't see him at Glastonbury, you kind of like got a vibe of him.
We all went to Joe's funeral, and I saw the family there. And Joe's wife, Lucinda, suggested that they should do something on the farm. So we went then into the Las Vegas fields, which is where he spent a lot of time. And we found a nice little corner in the farm there. It was full of bluebells and sort of woods and things. And we decided to put the stone there.
The ceremony for the laying of Joe's memorial stone was very low key. It was 9 o'clock in the morning, and there was a small druid ceremony.
There were about 20 people there, and Joe's friend Ivan did all the sort of mumbo jumbo stuff, and then we just held hands and we just thought about Joe, really. I mean, it was quite moving.
Lucinda, Joe's wife, would say that at Glastonbury, you know, he'd meet people and they'd be a bit worse for wear, and he'd bring them back to the campsite and lay them down and look after them and chat to them and put them to bed and stuff.
Here is the major effect of Glastonbury, and I've been coming for 20 years and I only realised it about 2 days ago, was its inspiration.
I think Joe was crucial to punk, because when punk first started, it was very nihilistic. And there was a flirtation with Nazism. You know, Susie and the Banshees, she famously wore a swastika. And Joe came in and brought a completely different perspective to the whole of punk, because the Clash were the most political of the first wave of the punk bands, and Joe was the most political member of the Clash.
Joe really came from that tradition of people like Woody Guthrie, Bob Dylan, John Lennon, Bob Marley. I'd put Joe in that lineage. You know, people that had a finger on the beat and the voice of the people.